Alright. Welcome back to Games Log, everybody. We're playing Hellblade, Senua'S Sacrifice, Part 5. Yes. So, I decided to continue. Yes, this is the same day as I recorded Part 4. So, we're just gonna continue. I mean, this is too exciting. So much happening right now, I can't just put down the game and stop playing. I want to know what happens next. So, yes, this is part 5, and we're continuing our adventure. Let's move forward here. Let's look, just keeping an eye open for any rune stones. I don't think I've missed anything. Just making sure there's no rune stones hiding. Yeah. Alright. Did we come from there or from there? Just making sure there's nothing hidden from us. It will be a bit harder to find or turn back if I miss any rune stones.
There it is. It's Dillion. He's gone. You're too slow. How could you? Keep going. How could you? Keep going. Ignore the pain. I told you it was to trick you. I told you.
We are like really hurt.
See, there's nothing to follow. Come
And keep looking back in case I'm blind and I don't see the rune stones. This game though, it looks so good.
Before she first met him, she was not in a good place. Just a teenager, but not like the others. Barely functioning, she rarely left the house. Her father's in-bow made sure of that. Only occasionally did she venture out on her own, collecting firewood and herbs. Errands out in the Orkney Plains. That was her world. Like this one. Barren and lonely.
Where's he gone? He's got something to tell you. Where's he knows you're here. Come on. Stop. Come on. You're getting stronger. You're getting stronger.
Just looking at all the corners here. I don't want to miss any rune stones. I mean, this view though. Wow. Is that a ship? Ugh. Suppose we're supposed to head up then, but I don't know. Probably the shoreline, yeah, see. That is a ship. There's ships down there. Or at least one ship. A very long one. And that's one ship. Moving about. Yes. Let's see. What's that over there? Could be a rune stone. Just making sure I don't miss anything. Oh, hello. That's definitely where I'm supposed to go if I were to find. Oh. I thought I was gonna find a rune stone, but oh wait. Hello.
Senua, there will be times that you will feel alone and exhausted, like a strange little fish swimming against the tides of the big ocean. But have the faith to let go and let the tide carry you away. Because the whole ocean is your home, and it does not ask you to swim against it.
No rune stones. Alright. I will be so bummed if I miss a rune stone. I mean, this looks like a place where one could potentially hide one of those story bits. Oh, there's another ship. But I haven't seen anyone or anyone. That's rune stones aren't persons. Yes, I haven't seen any rune stones though, so hopefully I didn't miss one. Let's head towards.
It's already disappeared. Nothing lives here, not even you. It's in
This
your mind.
illusion.
You think you can see it, but it's in your mind.
Yes, I think I agree with
There he was, the lone figure of a boy.
Under the tree.
the
Saw
voice.
play under the shade of a tree.
You have to keep going.
She remembered
Oh, a
this
rune
the
stone.
first time she saw him.
Or a rune.
To her
A story
young
bit.
eyes, he moved as if dancing, and the world danced with him. The gloom lifted, and for the first time in years she felt a ray of hope.
This game is beautiful. I do recommend this game.
Where is he? He's there. Where is he? He's there. Under the tree light. You can see him. There he is. Come on, you have to keep Dillion goes waiting for you. Keep going.
Please don't tell me I've missed. Yes! Doesn't look like I've missed anything.
The
Nice.
Northmen tell of a great hero. His name is Sigmund. His father's hall was built around a great tree, and one day Odin comes and thrusts a sword into the tree, a gift to whomever can release it.
Ooh.
Many try, but the sword only comes out at Sigmund's touch. His brother-in-law, King Siggeir, wants it, but Sigmund refuses it, so King Siggeir plots revenge. He invites Sigmund and his brothers to a feast, but when they arrive, they are met with an army, not a warm welcome. King Siggeir captures Sigmund and his brothers, steals his coveted sword, and readies them for execution.
That sounds familiar. I think I've heard that. So there's just abandoned ships. Ships are expensive. Takes a long time to make them. A bit odd that one would abandon one like that. But are we still in the real world? This seems... like the underworld to me. Don't trust your eyes. Maybe I should activate those runes before I continue. Do anything else, yeah? Oh, is there another story? It is.
Death for Sigmund and his brothers seems certain. But the king's wife is Sigmund's sister, and she begs for mercy and implores the king to chain them up instead. He agrees. Not for mercy, though, but because he plans an even more cruel and lingering death. Chained to a tree in the forest that night, a she-wolf comes and devours one of Sigmund's brothers. She returns, ravenous, night after night, until only Sigmund is left. The next day, Sigmund's sister sends a servant with honey to smear on Sigmund's face. But to what end? Well, that night, when the she-wolf appears again, you'll never guess what happens.
What happens? I need another story bit. Oh, there's two ways up here. Alright. Alright. Oh. I thought... Never mind. Thought it was one of those doors with the runes and puzzles. But obviously not. Hold up. There's another one. Ooh, a story. A story. Towards the story. Quickly now, everyone. Let's do this. Can I? No. Nothing hidden. I wonder how we open that door. The symbol was like a tree. You guys saw that? What's it saying? Towards the room. There it is.
As the she-wolf licks the sweet honey from Sigmund's face, he bites the wolf's tongue. The she-wolf pulls away, but Sigmund holds on. The chains break, and he is free. After his escape, Sigmund lives like us, hidden in the forest. His enemy, King Siggeir, believing him dead, as his sister plots revenge. And for vengeance to succeed, even the great Sigmund needs help. So she sends her sons to him. But their blood is weak and corrupted, and they're put to death by Sigmund. So his sister hatches a new plan, one that is cold of heart and pure of blood.
What's over here? Nothing? Oh, we could have come this way. Alright. We're most likely supposed to head over there. Just gonna go over here a little bit. Just making sure we don't miss anything. I'm like paranoid now. I don't wanna miss any of those story bits, since it will be a whole lot harder for us to turn back and get them if we miss any of them. Is that seaweed? Seaweed?
Day after day, watching from afar, she mimicked him, perfecting her own secret dance, wishing those fleeting moments of light would stretch out to last forever.
Aha!
Sigmund's sister trades shapes with a sorceress, and in disguise, she lies with her own brother. She gives birth to a son named Sinfjotli. After a time, she sends him to the forest to Sigmund. He tests the boy and finds him strong and fearless, and so they go to take their vengeance on King Siggeir. Luck is not on their side. They're captured, and Siggeir has them buried alive.
Dang. Sinfjotli. What a name.
No, it's a trick. It's an illusion. It's not real. Do you really believe it's real? You want to believe it's real, but it's a
Oh, it's the light.
Where are you going?
Oh my god, it's so beautiful.
What is she following? You can't even fight. It's just deception.
How does he so effortlessly court the world and bliss?
Oh my god,
If only she could do the same.
so beautiful.
See the world through eyes anew and dance with it, just like he does.
Wow. It's like a completely different game. So nice. The ingredients. I'm an alchemist. Nope. Alright, game, alright. We're supposed to go over them, alright.
What's your name?
Senua.
I haven't seen you before.
I don't leave home much.
Oh, Zeno's daughter.
I have to go.
Wait. Who taught you to fight like that?
No one.
No one.
Well, I watched you, and
You learnt all of that from watching me? You should become a warrior, you know.
me?
I'm Dillion. I'm here for the warrior trials. Would you come and watch? And bring your sword.
You can't put it into words. That moment when you look into the eyes of the one who's supposed to reassure you, make you feel safe. It only takes an instant. Fear swallows you before you have a chance to make sense of it. And darkness becomes a part of who you are.
You killed him.
But her world changed the day the Northmen took him from her. Senua knows that there's no going back to how things were. That there's nothing to go back to at all.
Stay still, stay quiet, hide, don't tell her.
Their gods can see into your mind. They will use this power to destroy
They
you.
won't stop me. I can still feel it.
Whatever's left of him, they will never let him go.
I'm not gonna let him rot here.
You're the one rotting here.
Leave me alone.
You will die here,
No.
and all your suffering will have been for nothing.
Dillion? Is that you? I'll find you, man. I promise.
Man, that's one crazy cookie. Okay.
Can you see him?
Oh.
You want to believe it. Is it not real?
Another story bit.
You're alone in these mountains. Is that Dillion? Nothing lives here. You won't survive. You met him by the tree. She met him by the tree. Maybe it's a sign.
Oh.
What's he trying to tell you?
He's waiting for you by the tree.
I thought this was a room. Can you imagine? Obviously not. It looks cool nonetheless. Ooh, is that a story bit? Maybe. Maybe. I don't suppose it's not, no. It's not gonna be that easy. Oh, 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 oh. What is this? Is this a story bit? Is this a rude thingamajiggy? Nope. What are they? Graves? No. No, I don't think so. Oh, 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 oh. I see you. Another story, please. Thank you.
As Sigmund and Sinfjotli are being buried alive, Sigmund's sister throws an armful of straw into the grave mound. Hidden in the straw is Sigmund's sword, the gift of Odin.
Ooh.
They cut their way out of the grave mound and set fire to Sigurd's hall. The king burns to death.
Take that.
Sigmund calls to his sister to come out so that she may live and be honored. She does come out, but only to tell him the truth. That she had slept with him, her brother, to beget a strong avenger. I am not fit to live, she says, and walks back into the fire. Strike vengeance from your heart, Senua, as there is always a heavy price to pay.
Who does that? I'm not fit to live. And walks back into the inferno. Dude. Oh, 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 oh. Is that the last story? In this area, I think it is. I found them all.
And here is the end of Sigmund's story. He was a fierce and great warrior who fought many battles. But one day, an old man came onto the battlefield. Although shadowed by a hood, Sigmund saw that he only had one eye.
Odin.
The man raised his spear, and Sigmund struck at it with his sword, but the sword shattered into pieces. Sigmund then knew that this was Odin, and thus that victory could not be his. He bowed his head and accepted his end. Dying, he tells his wife that she is with child, and that her son will one day make a great weapon out of the fragments of his sword. The sword named Gram.
Gram. Well, we could use a new sword. Now that you mentioned swords, I completely forgot that we don't actually have a sword at the moment. Is this? Oh. Hold up, I'm just gonna check. It looked like we could go up to the tree from up here as well. Guess there's no... Doesn't matter from which way you come up here. Alright. Do we really want to go inside this? Doesn't really look that inviting, to be honest. With all those skulls and whatnot on the sides of them. I'm here to join the Dark Brotherhood. Silence, my brother. Oh, what is that? Oh, it's a sword. It's a sword. I didn't even see it. The sword.
Take it.
Imagine a sword that can slay gods.
Oh, its
name is Gram.
The Gram.
It was forged by the god of all Northmen, Odin, and gifted to Sigmund, a great warrior.
I need this sword. It's important. Can you help me?
The sword appears whole, but it is an illusion. It shattered into shards long ago. It is said a great warrior can reforge Gram by answering the trials of Odin, one for each shard. The roots of the Tree of Death will take you to new lands where you will face the trials.
Go to the shards. Go to the shard. Go to the shards. What's the shard? Find it.
Gram.
The metal runestones. It's in front of you.
That is a sword.
The metal. The runes. You need that sword. Go to the shard.
Ooh,
Find the
right.
shards.
Right. The trials. We need. All right. We need to go over to the shard stones. Those ruins of them. Oh, but that's what those are. And then with all the pieces, we can pull out that sword. Oh yeah, that is a proper sword for Senua the God Slayer.
Find it. There it is. Focus. There's the shard. Focus.
Let's do this one first.
Get closer. What can you see?
Come on.
Go to it. It's not safe. Don't go near it. Move closer. Go. Come on.
A king in the north forced the dwarves to make a sword that would never fail and never rust, and that would slice through iron and stone and bring victory to its bearer.
Ooh.
But the angry dwarves cursed it. It would be the death of a man every time it was drawn, and it would be the death of the king. Let me tell you about the sword Tyrving.
Dear.
I don't recognize this place. Where are we? Where is she?
It feels wrong. Where are we now? Burial mound. So strange that we go to such lengths to bury death. Something so very ordinary, inevitable. It's as if we conspire to hide death, because we have no answer for it. But when it comes, and forces itself onto our friends or loved ones, then comes the reckoning.
You can feel dead. Do this. Turn back.
Senua, you remind me of a story that the Northmen tell about a young woman warrior Her name is Herver, the daughter of a berserker, born after he was killed. She's a wild, willful child who teaches herself to fight with weapons. When she learns where her father is buried, her only desire is to reclaim the treasure buried with him, but above all, the sword, Tyrving.
Let's see how long this part will be. I'm trying to keep these parts like an hour long. Hopefully these trials don't take too long. Just making sure there's no other runestones hidden. Suppose we're supposed to go in there.
Don't go in there. Go in. You have to go in. Take the torch. It's too dark. Take it.
Alright, take the torch.
Careful. You have to be able to see.
Who's there?
Oh, it's like really dark.
Dillion, I'm here. I'm here for the trials. Like when we first met, remember?
This is ridiculous. I mean, it's so dark. Hopefully there's no runestones in here, since I won't be able to see them.
I'll find him.
Wow, this is like
What's that? Did you hear that? Nothing. Was that voices?
really dark. Can you guys see anything?
Not Dillion. Dillion's calling to you. Can you hear him? Where is he? He sounds like he's getting further away. Have you lost him? You're going the wrong way. Are you lost, and have you lost him? Where are you, darling?
Hello.
Over this way. What was that?
Herver disguises herself as a man to join a band of warriors, and soon becomes their leader. When they come to the island where her father is buried, her men do not want to go ashore. They say that evil haunts the island, and that it is a worse place by day than other places are by night. Fearless, she lands alone. There are many grave mounds, and all of them have ghostly flames burning over them. She comes to the grave mound of her father after passing through these ghostly fires, as though they were mist. The flames I passed through were real enough. Damn the Northmen to hell.
Hold up. Just making sure we're not missing anything. I mean, look at this. I can't see what's ahead of me even with the torch. Like, that's very ridiculous.
Don't touch the walls. You don't know what they might do. Turn back.
Don't
She
touch
has
the
to keep going.
walls.
It's not safe here. She has to keep going. If you go down there, no one can save you. It's too scary.
Did that torch just turned on by itself?
I can hear him.
Oh, a rooster.
Within the burial mound, Herver calls on her father to wake from death and bring her his sword. She says that it is not seemly for the dead in their grave mounds to bear valuable weapons. Her father answers with words of warning. You go to your doom. Baleful runes surround you. You have gone mad. You have lost your mind. Your thoughts are confused. It is dangerous to wake the dead. Like I said, she reminds me of you.
Oh, no, right.
The voice is getting louder. Listen, Dillion. Listen, listen, listen. It's him. Listen. It's getting louder. There he is. Listen. Keep going. Senua, follow the voice. You're nearly there. Dillion's voice. It's him. He's going to save you. Find the voice. Find him.
We're most likely supposed to go there. I'm trying to find the last room. There's at least one room here. It's like I'm going in circles.
Find another way. It's not working. You have to use your mind. Where can you go? You're failing. Find a think. Think. Focus. Use your mind. Where's he gone? He's disappeared. You let him slip through your fingers once again. Think clearly. You have to find another way. There has to be another way. It's not him. It's not him. We told you. We told you it was a trick.
Oh, hello. That's the way we're supposed to go. But the last rune stone is more important. I'm gonna go this way. But it seems like a... I don't know.
You don't recognize it? Don't doubt yourself, you'll never find it. She doesn't recognize it. Yes, you do, you know where you are. She doesn't. Listen for his voice, listen. Dillion, where are you? Listen for his voice. Not the same.
Oh, we're just walking in circles. This is like an illusion.
What is it? What's different? There's a clue.
This is new.
That voice doesn't sound like Dillion. What's happening? It's not him, it can't be. What's that sound? The voice is changing. What? That's not Dillion. That doesn't sound like Dillion. It sounds like something more dangerous. Something is here.
Herver ignores her father's warnings. The grave mound opens, and it seems to be full of fire. Again, Herver demands her inheritance, but her father warns her that the sword is cursed and would be the bane of her family. But he relents and brings her the sword. She leaves the island with it, but the curse holds true, and death would follow in the years to come. And so, Senua, the misdeeds of a father have cursed his daughter.
What's in there? What's in there? What is it? A secret room. There are bars. How do you get in there? How does she get in there? Maybe you can't. There's no way.
Oh, I'm like getting chills. I mean, this is...
Don't stop now. Don't give up now. Find a way. You're
really creepy. I'm not liking this at all. I don't like it. Well, I don't really remember how to get. Ooh. Found it. I was just about to say I don't remember how to get to this place anymore. Let's see.
Quiet. He wants me to find him. I'm lost without him.
Oh, it's so creepy.
That voice. It's not Dillion.
I don't like this. Oh, come on, man. This is not funny. Stuff of nightmares right here. What is that sound? It's like a troll or something.
Dillion wants me to face my fears.
What is that? You do realize we don't have a sword, right? I just remembered that we don't have a sword. And we're going towards a creepy voice.
I'm leaving. I've decided. I think it will be good for me.
It's the darkness. It's speaking through
No,
you.
Dad, it's me. I think I can beat it. In my own way.
I can see the darkness in your eyes, child.
I met a boy.
Boy.
The chieftain's son.
No.
He said he could help me.
It's a trick.
He said I could be normal.
Normal.
Yes.
No boy is going to save you. No one can. When they see the rot growing inside you,
No.
they will turn their back on you. The gods can only fix you through my hand. You're going nowhere.
No.
You will not defy the gods. Come, child, take my hand. Come, Senua.
I am leaving.
You cannot escape the darkness. Your curse will make everyone suffer. You will have blood on your hands!
Ooh. Alright. Saw a little bit
You did it. But
from
there's
her
more.
past.
There's more. You're tired. You'll have to keep going. There's still more. There's always more to do. It's not going to be easy. Can you do another one? It's too much. Have you got the energy? She hasn't got the energy.
There's 1, 2, 3 or 4 left. But I think I'm gonna end it here. Was there one over here as well? No. So there's 3 left. Alright. Right. 1, 2, 3. So, but I'll be ending it here. Yes, I think I'm gonna end it here. I don't think we will be able to do one more until an hour has passed. Yeah, so I think I'll be ending it here. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and see you guys in my next video or episode. Yes, I'm gonna make for you guys. Yes. I hope you guys enjoyed, and yeah, see ya.